Hey, everybody. Day 4. Are y'all ready? It is day 4. It is day 4 of the 5-day launch challenge. I'm so excited, so excited. We are past half of the week and we are on the tail end of the week, and I'm so happy you guys have joined me this week. It's been so exciting and amazing, and I appreciate all the messages in my DM and sharing all of the things that we have coming up and what we want to do with our businesses. That always gets me energized. So I'm really excited today. Today, we're talking about something that I believe many of us struggle with, me included, and you have to get help and you have to stay abreast of what's happening. And that is what we are doing right now, which is social media and your online presence and what that means for you and your business. And it means something different for everybody. So I'm going to hop in. I'm going to talk about it. I have a lot of stuff that I want to share today, but make sure, just a little housekeeping, you say what's up to me. If you watch the video, even if you watch it on the replay, say, hey, Samara, I'm here. Ask questions. I've received plenty of questions this week, and I'm sure to answer them if you've taken part in the broadcast. So I want to also let you know that you can visit SamaraMichelleConsulting.com if you need additional help. You can apply to work with me. We can get on a call. We can have a conversation and talk about what's next in your business. And if you have specific needs for your 501c3 or your business, if you need business coaching, I have all my Black Friday sales up on the webpage now. I know it's early. I know it's not Black Friday yet, but I'm offering 50% off of all the things that I offer, which is a full year coaching program. I also help you get your 501c3. I can help you get incorporated. I also can help with your business launch for a for-profit business. So make sure you hit us up. So now that the housekeeping is out the way, let's go ahead and get with this tech. I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen, and gonna go to our day 5 challenge. Social media. Is it on here? Yeah. No, we're not sharing. Here we go. I'm on here. Okay. So today is day 4. We're going to talk about social media and online presence. So today I'm going to talk to you about those two things. I want to preface this by saying that your business is your journey. It is your business. You will hear me in other videos talk about you are the boss of your business and you should make the decisions that are right for your business. A lot of people will tell you what to do and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. I hear that all the time for my business and for my clients. And it is very important that you stick with your plan, the things that you can accomplish and the things that you want to do. And so, with social media and with your online presence, especially with social media, you have to remember that you want to tackle the things that you can do. It is very important for small businesses to be authentic, to make sure you are walking in the purpose of the business. And that goes into your social media and your online presence. It's related to your brand. And although I'm not going to deep dive into branding and things like that, I am going to mention it throughout, right? But you want to make sure that you are doing the things that are right for you. So one thing that I always hear is like, do I have to be on TikTok? Or do I have to be on, LinkedIn? Or do I have to be on IG? Do I have to do these reels? You have to do what you're going to do. You want to do work and you want to do it consistently. You want to have a presence consistently. Our world is online. And so you do need a online presence no matter what business you have, because it helps people with checks and balances. But what type of online presence you have matters for for this process. So we're going to talk about that, your online presence. And when I'm talking about your online presence, I'm talking about the whole thing. And then we're going to get into the details of what that looks like, right? But for your online presence, um, are you going to be getting leads? Are you going to be getting new people to come to your website that can be potential sales? Is that who's coming? Is that the purpose? Is the purpose making sales? That should be your purpose pretty much. Even if you're a nonprofit, if you're getting donors, that falls in line with getting a sale. If you are trying to educate and spread the word because you have grant funding and you need to make sure that you get the word out there and you get touch points, that is a sale. What we are selling does not always have to be this item to that item. You can sell information, likes and clicks and things like that. Those are kind of sales. To us, not really. It's a lead. It's more of a lead. Likes and clicks are more of a lead, but sales are when you're exchanging and getting what you need. And so you want to make sure that you are, and typically it's money, right? And so then the information, is your online presence an information hub? Is this how you give out information? Is this how you share information? Is this where your clients and constituents come to figure out stuff? And then is this a customer access point? When I say that, do customers come here to log in to get their services, to maybe schedule appointments and all of those kinds of things, which appointment setting is under sales, but it's also customer service as well. Is this where they come to have questions? And so you want to think about what that means. And while you are doing your while you're getting your online presence, okay? So the next thing is, let's talk about some marketing basics, because anything online is marketing, right? Getting the word out is marketing. Anytime you're getting out the word out, is marketing. So, what is your type of business? Is it nonprofit or for profit? You can go deeper dive into what your type of business is. Is it retail? Is it online? Is it service based? Is it product based? So, what type of business are you marketing? You want to think about that first. You guys already have businesses and you know your business, or if you are new to this game and you're launching, then you might not know and you want to figure that out in this process. A lot of times I see clients that have full social media profiles, full branding. They're not really sure what they're selling yet. And that feels a little out of order to me. When I am talking to my clients, you definitely need to get your sales offer, a product, your service first, your programs first, because it's going to guide and drive, and it allows you not to do double work, right? So, who is your target customer? Think about that. If your target customer is children, then you know that you are targeting the adults that actually pay and get them wherever they're going, or any of those things. So you have to think about that, right? Kind of have to target both. Are you targeting stay-at-home parents? Who is it? Is it teachers? It could be anybody, right? But who are you targeting? You want to think about that, because you have to think about that when you're creating this content and when you're putting your face on the face of your business online, right? Who is this for? What do they want to see? An example of that is, if your target is super professional people, then you want to be super professional. You want to have professional platforms. You want to make sure that you are speaking to them and speaking their language. But if you are talking to sports guys, there's a different language and there's a different tone. And so you have to know your audience, you have to know your market, you have to know, who you're talking to, right? So I've always worked in education. So my page is pretty clean cut, because my parents are going to come to the page. Kids are going to come to the page, and I'm kind of clean cut in my personal life, but definitely my online presence is. I don't use profanity online purposefully. I usually don't repost things with profanity, and if I do, it's in my stories. It's something light. Um, and that is part of my brand. And so you want to think about that. There are businesses, they use a ton of profanity and it's appropriate for them, and no one cares because it's appropriate. So think about your target customer, because that's going to drive into what you're doing. And then your marketing plan. You want to think about all the ways that you're going to have touch points to your audience. You want to think about all the ways that you are going to be able to spread the word about your business. And what does that look like? Word of mouth. I include social media in word of mouth because that's how we talk now, but also texting, telling people, sharing. Those are word of mouth type things. Online, online doesn't always have to mean social media. We have to remember that we can advertise on Google itself. um there's a lot of platforms that are meant for being resources, directories, and things like that, that I believe that we miss out on because we automatically think social. And so we have to think about our businesses in terms of what the whole thing. Then social networks. Even if you're on social networks, you want to make sure you're on the right social networks. Do you need to be on TikTok, IG, Facebook, Pinterest? Do you need to be on LinkedIn? Where's your audience? That's where you need to be. So just because you see one person thriving in an area, it's related to their audience and their brand. And so make sure you are paying attention to that. And then business referrals, don't forget to make sure you have those testimonials and you have a way for your current customers to refer. And then you are always a marketing tool. You talking about your business is always a tool. Okay, so make sure that you are ready to talk about that business and you are comfortable talking about that business. And when I coach my clients, I talk to them about talking points. I talk to them about where we're going to use the talking points and how we do that. And talking points are for us, but they're for us to say, but they're also for us to use in all the different avenues of marketing in our online presence. It's a lot of different ways to engage y'all. You want to be engaging. And many of my clients are like, but Samara, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to stay on social media all day. I don't have time. And you are sitting in front of the queen of no time, right? But there are ways for us to combat that. And I'm going to talk about that today. So next, let's talk about some social media basics. Okay. These are my basics. These came from my brain. What I think, right? You guys are on my training because you want to get my expertise. And so my expertise says when you are new, now, I if you already have a social media plan and it's banging and it's working, keep it up and add to it, right? But if you are brand spanking new, you don't really have an audience, you're not really sure about some things, these are some tips that I want to give you. One, keep it simple. Don't do too much. Don't worry about the guy on the left and the right or whatever. Don't worry about that. Just keep it simple. Make sure you're posting. Posting is enough in the beginning, right? And then you'll get better and deeper into what you post and how you post it and all that kind of stuff. But you want to make sure that you are keeping it simple. The next thing is stay on brand. If you don't know what your brand is and you haven't nailed that all out yet, we talked about in day 2, we talked about a few little branding strategies that you can do. But I'll tell you, two of the easiest branding strategies is to always put your logo on there. You can get a logo on Canva really quickly. Always put the logo or your mark on there. Use the same colors. Don't worry about the whole thing. We're gonna get it done. Then we will circle back when we are starting to function and doing things and fleshing it out, okay? And so remember why you're there. Why are you on social media? If you are on social media because you want to get new clients to um schedule an appointment with you, then you need to make sure that there is a way for them to get from social media to schedule an appointment for you. Okay. If you are on social media just to give out information, just to have people pull it up and say, oh, this is a cool place, then make sure it looks like a cool place. It's pretty simple. Remember why you are on social media, what goal you're trying to accomplish, and then stick to it. Try to accomplish it. Very easy. And if you're only doing three or four, two or three posts a week, that's okay. As long as you're keeping with that same energy of keeping it simple, staying on brand, remembering why you're there. The next thing I'm going to say is predetermine your content. Figure out what you're going to post before you're posting it. So, yeah, figure out what you're posting before you're posting it. Period. Predetermine your content. The next thing is that I want you to be organic. What does that mean? Just be you, do you. Don't try to push things that you don't want to push. If you are not a dancer or don't like dance or feel awkward dancing, don't worry about it. Don't try to sign up for the bot that's going to answer all the questions for everybody. You're not there yet. Keep it organic, keep it regular. Um keep it simple. That was the first thing that I said, because a lot of times we overthink and then we don't get it done, right? Social media is one of those things. There are so many caveats and so many updates and so many things that happen on social media. It is hard for social media experts to keep up with it, right? So why would you need to keep up with it when that's not even your business, right? It's related to your business, but we are only one person. So don't stress it. Just going to take it each step at a time, pace yourself, and keep to the basics. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So we're going to talk about that. So keeping it simple means, for me, I'm going to tell you guys a strategy. Here's the meat. Here's the meat. So what I do is I pick two or three categories that I'm going to have on my page for a certain period of time. Maybe it's the month, right? We're going to say we're going to do a month. So for the month, I suggest that you pick two or three content categories. I've put some categories up here for you. You can use some other categories. You can make your own categories. So use quotes. You can use quotes that are in your industry, videos, any kind of videos of you talking. They can be videos that you see. They can be videos of you walking through your business or showing products. People like to watch videos and don't, not too long, right? You can do reels if you want to do reels with popular reel sounds. Memes, posting popular memes with your take on it for your business is awesome. Infographics are those pages that give lots of information for your business, maybe statistics or different things like that. A carousel is when you do three or four things. When you do three or four posts, and like where the first page will say, how do you start your nonprofit? And then it's like step one is on one, and then step two is on another. So it's multiple posts, right? Then repost. You can repost other content that's amazing content from somewhere else. Make sure that you have the credit and you do you tag the person that you're reposting from. And then sales announcements, anything that you're announcing for the business, you want to add in your content categories. Sales announcements always need to be in your content category, and then you can pick a few others. But here's my strategy. Pick three, right? To start out. Pick three that you think you can do very easily. You're going to pick three of these categories, and you are going to create 12 in each category, 12 items. So you're going to gather 12 quotes. You're going to gather 12 videos, and you're going to make 12 different sales announcements. Okay. Then you are going to use these for your content, and I'm going to tell you how. Here's your 1, 2, 3 marketing plan from me. So you've made the content, you gathered together the content. You're going to do some major content. So one, time a month, you can do some major content. It can be a YouTube video, it can be a workshop, it can be a live, be some way you're gonna deliver some major content. It's a lot of information once a month, right? You can do it more than this if you get it done, but this is the 1, 2, 3 marketing plan. This is the easy 1, 2, 3, one time a month. Then twice a month, you're going to give some significant content. So this can be a newsletter that goes out to your email list, but also gets posted to your social media, or a link to it on your social media, or a blog post if you have that capability on your either your website or your landing page if you have blogs on there. Okay. And then the next thing is going to be short content. That's going to be your social media posts. So you got together those 12 posts in each category that I told you about, and you're going to schedule them Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Now you can switch it up, or every Monday you can have a video, and every Wednesday you can have a sales announcement, and every Friday you can have a quote, or you can move them around or switch them around, but you're going to have one of those each of the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. If you do 12 in each category and you predetermine the 12 that you're going to do, you can schedule those out and you have 3 months worth of content right there. Okay. Then you can just add content in the middle. So if you pre-schedule that content, when you feel like it, you can schedule some content. You can do a repost. You can post something else. But if you don't do anything else, your page will still be full of content that looks nice, that's usable. And don't forget, all of that content needs to follow the steps that we talked about before. Keeping it simple, staying on brand, make sure it's the same color palette, those kinds of things. Okay. I hope this helps. Y'all can talk to me in the comments if you want to. I don't even think I have my comments up. Let me see. All right. So next, we're going to talk about your landing page. So many people feel like you have to have a website. And a lot of my clients get stuck on the website. They get stuck on the website portion of things. They tell me I haven't started my business because I'm still waiting on the web designer to get this going, right? Or I paid the web designer and then it wasn't what I wanted, and I've been going back and forth with him and so on and so forth. Well, I'm going to give you a little secret about web design and web pages. And I know a little bit about it because I have had multiple websites over my years, right? They are not as significant as you think they are. We toil over each and every word and each and everything. And so one of the reasons that we struggle as new business owners doing our website and web pages, because we don't even know what needs to be on there, because we don't even have those answers yet. We haven't got into our business to understand the function of our business, to understand what the function of our website needs to be. So starting your web page immediately is kind of counterproductive, right? Even if you're an online store, you should be using an online store platform for your web page, something simple, keeping it simple so you can get started. Then you will know kind of what happens. I know that sounds very trial and error, but it is, because it is. No business owner anywhere that is thriving will tell you that they didn't have trial and error in the beginning. They will not tell you that they had their website all together. And many of them will tell you that they spent way too much money on it and then they learned something later. Now, quality websites cost money, and I do think that you should pay for a quality website when it is time, when you have gathered that information and when you know exactly what you're using your website for. But until you have got into your business and you have started with your business, you have launched your business, you're not going to have all those answers. And so it's like you're trying to take a test that you haven't even not only studied for, but haven't been to the lecture and didn't sign up for the class, right? So let's move past that. But we need an online presence, Samara. You have to be online. Yes, you do. So I'm going to tell you about that. So you're going to get a landing page. You're going to use a landing page. There are free landing pages, or you can get a more robust program that will, just host a landing page, but or a one-page website, right? So there's MailChimp, and you can gather information. There is Wix. There's a couple different free websites that you can do, right? But gather lead information on your landing page. You want to make sure that you are gathering information, so you have one of those boxes where they can sign up for your email list. Okay. Now, I know some of y'all like, I don't want no email list. I'm using IG. Get emails, y'all. Get emails. Email marketing is not dead. Get phone numbers. Text marketing is alive and well. And you want to make sure you are able to outreach to your customers in a meaningful way. Okay. Then your business purpose should be on the landing page. I should go to your landing page. I should know what your business is. I should know what you're selling. I should know what you're doing. Okay. So you do not have to have a long story about why your business operates, unless you're a nonprofit. Then you really want to have that information on there. You want to say all of those things. But at the bare minimum, I should know what I'm coming to. Okay, Samara Michelle Consulting. Okay, she helps small businesses. She helps nonprofits. Okay, I know that as soon as I go to the page, right? Then any sales offers should be on the page. So you should have capability of selling what you offer. If you are a retail site and you do not have a cart and you do not have a way to sell on your site, then you're missing the boat. A landing page, you can put a link for PayPal for a cart, or you can put a link for Shopify, or you can just use the Shopify landing page or another sales site that you want to use for those platforms. Then a landing page can be your customer access point. If customers access their services online, then you want to have a link to that for them online. And then you always, always, always want some testimonials on your website. You want people to be able to look at this website, and this is your home. This is your store online, right? So you don't walk into a business and you can't see like the fruits of the business. You can't see the products. You can't, some businesses have testimonials right there, or they'll have on the door 5-star rating or something like that, or they'll have little awards, and we're like, oh, we're in a amazing place or whatever. And so these are things that you want to have on your landing page. And you can have an infinite scroll page. People don't like to click around websites anymore. They want everything front and center, just very similar to social media, where they can scroll down. And so a landing page is good for that. You want to look up and research landing page, so you only get, just the landing page. I am not saying that websites are not good for your business. Please make sure that you understand what I'm saying. This is for you to get started. This is your starter page. Samara Michelle Consulting had a MailChimp landing page for 2 years prior to launching the website that we have now. So for 2 years, it was one page. It said my little bio, my services. It had a link to book with me, and a link for to pay for services. Period. Right. My other my other business had a landing page for years. I don't even know how many years. We have a web page now too as well. But it took me longer to get the web page because I realized how much I didn't need it. So it is a web page. It is a web page. It is a landing page, but it is not a full blown site. And when you do get your site, I definitely encourage you to pay for quality services unless you know something about building a web page. I know that you can find the free services. The free services for your landing page here now when you're early on, and then when the website has hot traffic and all of those kinds of things, and you have more eyes on it, then you're going to build out that page. Okay. So it really is the order of operations that I'm talking about for you guys. And so I'm going to give you a quick recap, a quick start recap for you to get going, because I am about this action. I want to make sure you are in action. So number one, you want to get a domain. You can get a domain so that it is your main page. You also can have possible sales pages. So you're gonna set up a domain that's like www.samarmichelleconsulting.com. Okay, I'll give you a personal example. If you go to samarmichelle.com and forget the consulting, you just go to samarmichelle.com, you're going to get samarmichelleconsulting.com too, because I have both of those domains. A domain is your web address. Those web addresses can be attached to whatever website that you build or whatever landing page that you build. So if you have a landing page now with MailChimp or Wix, you can direct that Google domain or that GoDaddy domain, wherever you purchase your domain, you can connect that to the free MailChimp landing page. If you move on to get a WordPress website later, you will be able to redirect samarmichelleconsulting.com or samarmichelle.com to that page. So that's how domains work. And so you can get a few multiple domains. I learned early on with my nonprofit that you use .org in a nonprofit, but many people go to .com. So I have both. You can go to enrichkidsnow.org or enrichkidsnow.com, and you're going to get us because people mess up. So you can think about those things. Domain might be $12. If they're really expensive, that means someone else owns them. You might want to choose a different domain name, right? And so setting up your online presence. When you get your domain name, you also want to get your social. You want your social to match if you can. So at Samara Michelle Consulting, everywhere, right? So you want to do these things all in the same day. Get your domain. This is your domain, and then try to get your social set up all in the same day. You don't have to start using the social just because you set it up and get the name. So the reason I say all in the same day is because you can make some choices about which domain name and which social handle you're going to use if you're looking at all the social sites that you're planning on using with that domain name. Okay. So then you can decide what landing page you're going to do, and then create the basic content. You're going to create those 12 in the category that we talked about. Okay. And then make sure, I put this on here, I mentioned it, but I put it on here special so I can make sure that that I said it. You have a sales strategy and a way to bring in money from all of these sources. You do not want to build a landing page or a website or have any social presence. You do not have a link so that you can go to purchase services. I mean it. I don't know how many times as a consumer I have gone to someone's website because they have amazing content. I've seen their reel. I want to purchase their product, and I have to click to try to buy. I stop clicking and I move on. Okay. The link that's in your bio, I encourage you to do a link tree or something like a link tree where you can link to a place where all the links are that you need, and make sure they're clear. If it's something that you are promoting and talking about, you have moved that up to the top of the link tree. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you guys. That is my time, and that is me talking about social media and online presence. Now we are on day 4, so I want to make sure that we tune in tomorrow. I am going to lay out some tips and tricks that have helped me stay in business for I say 15 years, but I think it's been longer than that now. I think I've been in the game a little longer than 15 years. But I've been an entrepreneur for a while, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about my story and a few things that have helped me along the way. And I mean like structural things, like how I operate my day and all of that. You guys know I'm a mom of 2, and I have a family and I have two businesses. And so it's hard, right? So I'm going to share that with you tomorrow. If you're interested in working with me, you can go to samaramichelle.com. You can apply to work with me. You can hit me in the DMs. If you want a recording of all 5 days, then you can send us your email. We're going to be sending it out after the live tomorrow on Friday. So you can get all of this information. We started with day one. We started talking about our mission. Then we named our business. Then we got incorporated and got our legal structure yesterday. And today we're building our online presence and making sure we have a look for our business. Tomorrow we're going to set it off. We're going to talk about those launch strategies and what we can do as a owner to get in action, to stay in action, and to get these things done. So that is the meat of the week. And I want to make sure that you guys attend. Visit SamaraMichelleConsulting.com. Say what's up. If you're watching it on the replay, let me know you were here. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you later.